happy early Halloween. I'm basically going to just give everyone a starter kit. It's basically a starter kit video on products you should get for your first time guinea pig and why it's best and what to avoid. So let's start with picking a guinea pig. Guinea pigs are herd animals. Most of them will want to have a friend, so it's best to get two. Whatever you do, do not get a male and a female unless one of them are fixed, because they will reproduce, and I promise you, you do not want that. They can have up to 8 babies, and world record, actually a new one was broken, can have up to 10. I suggest, if you are having space issues, to only stick with 2 sows, which is a female guinea pig, because boars, male guinea pig, need way more space than females. Whether you get 1 or 2, you are going to want to get a 4-foot by 2-foot cage. I suggest a CNC cage, or a Midwest cage, or just anything 4-foot by 2-foot, which is 8 square foot. If you are getting 2 boars, you are going to want a 2-foot by 5-foot space. Also, when you do pick up a female guinea pig at the store, make sure she is not pregnant. Try to get one that has not been in contact with males in the last 2 months. Let's move on to your cage setup. As I have said earlier, you are going to need a 4-foot by 2-foot cage. What you are going to want in that cage is 2 bowls, or 1 bowl, 1 water bottle, multiple hides, chews, and a hay pile, and just proper bedding. Let's start with bedding. Do not use anything scented. Do not use sawdust. Do not use newspaper. Do not use any cedar wood shavings. Do not use anything dyed if your guinea pig is going to eat it. Do not use disposable puppy pads if your guinea pig is going to eat it, and you got to keep those covered up. And do not use any pine that has not been kiln dried. You can use aspen wood shavings. You can use paper bedding. You can use dyed paper bedding if your guinea pig does not eat the bedding. And you can use fleece and bath mats. And when it comes to bowls, it's best to just stick to a ceramic bowl, because they are very known to stand up on the bowl and then knock down, spill the water and pellets. Or you can get bowls that are screwed in or connect to the grid cages, so that they can stand on it, whatever, without the risk of it tilting. And when you have a water bottle, make sure that it's not growing algae or mold. If there is algae, then there's way too much sunlight coming in. And if your water bottle is growing mold, what you can do to clean it, because you're gonna have to clean it at some point, you can take a lot of salt or little bits of rock, just anything little, like grind it up, that is not toxic to your guinea pigs. So salt, little bits of rock is perfect. And you can put a little bit of water in that and just shake it. Like, just shake it and it just scrubs it. Do not use soap. No chemicals. Even if you think you washed it thoroughly, just don't even risk it. Now let's talk about hay feeders. Hay feeders should be avoided at all costs. You're going to want to get a bin, or what I do, I have a giant tub with a hole in it, so they can just go in and burrow, and it can still stay kind of stacked even though they like to go on top of it. And it doesn't spread everywhere throughout the cage, so that's amazing for those that don't like to clean up all the hay that gets scattered around like a little hay carpet. Why hay feeders are avoided is because they can get stuck in them very easily, especially if they have holes, and it just restricts their limit to hay. They need it 24/7, they need to eat it. They should not have to struggle to get one piece out. Now let's talk about hides. When it comes to hides, I recommend anything that has 2 openings so they can just go in and out without feeling cornered, or let's say they get in a fight, like a small little fight, nothing big, with their cage mate, and they go to hide away to feel safe, and their cage mate follows them into there. They can't get out, and it can just increase the chance of a fight. So I recommend anything like a tunnel, basically. I use a crinkle tunnel. It's the KT brand crinkle tunnels. Those are targeted at a variety of animals, but you could still use one opened hides. It's fine. Just make sure that it is not the edible hides, because those usually contain sawdust or cane molasses, sugar, dyes, just a bunch of unhealthy stuff. And last but not least, chews. It is important to have chews in your cage. Do not use salt licks, and do not use pumice stones. Those are not good. I have a infographic on why salt licks are bad. They can cause things like bladder stones and whatnot. It's just too much salt in their diet. As for pumice stones, they're non-beneficial, and they're just basically chewing on a rock. It doesn't sharpen their teeth, it doesn't grind their teeth. That's what hay is for. It can increase the chances of them breaking their teeth or chipping their teeth, which can cause them to not be able to eat very well. So avoid those at all costs. You can use apple stick chews. That's what I recommend. It's just wood, basically. Do not use anything that is dyed, and no pine cones, and no loafahs either. Loafahs can cause impaction. But anything made from like safe woods that they can eat, like apple sticks, or anything made from Timothy hay, orchard hay, or meadow hay. I definitely recommend trying those. That's all you need to set up their cage. I'm going to have links in the description of this video, so if you have any questions, it's not stupid to ask. Just go ahead, ask, go in the comment section. I will make a video on it, or I will reply to you. Remember to always do research before getting any animal. They deserve the best, and so do you. Have a good day, and I'll see you in the next video.